Hi, my most beautiful besties. So, if you guys did not know, I am moving within the next couple weeks, and that means I have to take this entire makeup collection with me. And normally I do declutters twice a year, but I kind of don't have time to do declutter before I move, so I'm just gonna kind of take everything with me. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to do something a little bit different. I thought it'd be kind of fun to go through my makeup collection and tell you guys which makeup products I would absolutely never, never, ever declutter. It will always make sure I have this in my collection. So grab a snack, besties, grab a drink, and let's go browsing through my collection. Okay, so I have to, like I said, I have to take this entire collection with me. Pray for me. So we're gonna start off with this section right here. This is gonna be my primers, foundations, concealer, and setting powder drawer. So honestly, I thought it'd be fun to just kind of go through here and show you guys what I absolutely would not declutter. If I had to declutter everything or had to get rid of stuff, this is what I would absolutely keep. So starting off with the primers, the one primer that I will never, ever declutter from my collection is going to be the One Size Oil Control Sucker Primer. You guys know this is my absolute favorite primer in the entire world, especially if you're really oily skin like myself. This is beautiful. This is magical. This really helps to contain the oil, especially when it comes to those really hot summer days. Like I said, I have a lot of oil production, and this really helps to keep it at bay. I also would never declutter my Milk Makeup Pore Clips Mattifying Primer. This does such a beautiful job at just helping to make my makeup look nice and smooth, keep my oil at bay. Is it as long lasting as the One Size? No, it's not, but it still does a beautiful job at truly just helping to contain that oil and just helping my makeup last all day. Another one that I would never ever get rid of my collection, honestly, is going to be the Danessa Myricks Clean Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. This just is magic again on the skin. It's to mattify my face to help to contain that oil production. And I just, again, as somebody who has really oily skin, the last thing I want to do is make myself more oily. So I try to use products that's going to help to minimize my oil production. That's where this also comes into play. This is supposed to help to minimize the appearance of my pores, but honestly, it doesn't do shit for my pores. But helping to control that oil and make my makeup last all day, this is really beautiful for that. So I would absolutely still keep this in my collection. Now, when it comes to like a more affordable option, there's something so magical about the Maybelline Grippy Serum Primer. I don't know what it is. Like, I still get oily when I wear this, but for some reason my makeup looks so smooth and so blurred whenever I wear this, and it really helps to just lock on and like hold on to the makeup. Like, my foundation clings onto this, and I really do enjoy this. So for me, I would definitely keep this in my collection, never declutter it. And then the last primer, my Tom Ford. I spent $80 on this little bitch right here. And let me tell you, besties, I won't get rid of this shit. Okay, we're gonna use it till there's nothing left, because I really do enjoy it. I really do enjoy this particular primer right here. It's just so beautiful. It's so long lasting. I do get oily by the end of the day, but it's not nearly as bad as I thought it'd be. It's just one of those oils that are just kind of glowing more than anything else. It doesn't separate, doesn't lift, and it works beautifully with a lot of foundations I put on top of it. So I would definitely never declutter that. And then everything else, if I had to let it go, I would let it go. Now, when it comes to foundations, there's a few foundations that, again, how many fucking milk primers do I? Clearly, I have an obsession. Okay, so when it comes to foundations, there's only a few foundations in here that I truly would never declutter. So the first one should be of Zero Shock, that I would never declutter, my Revlon Color Stay Long Wear Oil Combination Foundation. This is a holy grail. Like, I absolutely am obsessed with this. This has been the best foundation I have found since I think like 2022, 2023. I have been rocking it for so many years. I've gone through this so many different times. You guys know how much I love this. I consistently talk about it. And they also have a dry to normal skin version of this as well. And so many of you guys have went out and got this foundation because of my recommendation and said how much you guys love it. So that makes me so happy. But this, I will ride or die for. Will never ever declutter this from my collection. Another foundation that I would never declutter from my collection is going to be the L'Oreal True Match. And I have two because I do mix the two colors together. One's like a summer, one's a winter. I'm kind of in the in-between. This would be the True Match foundation. This is so beautiful if you want to have like a natural finish foundation. This goes on to give you such a beautiful, soft, like natural finish look, and it's so beautiful. I absolutely love how this applies. It's very long lasting. I do get oily when I wear this, but the oil, it just looks, I don't know, like a glow. It doesn't separate, doesn't lift, doesn't cake. It is such a beautiful foundation. I wear it all the time. I go through it quite often because I really do love to wear this for filming, especially when I want to have like a beautiful natural finish foundation look. This is gonna be that it right here. This is gonna be that foundation for you. I freaking love this. Now, another foundation that I truly would never ever declutter from my collection is actually going to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This would be the Impeccable Matte Blurring Foundation. There's something about this that just looks absolutely beautiful skin. It's supposed to mattify the face. I wouldn't necessarily say it does anything necessarily to contain the oil, but it makes my makeup look so blurred. My makeup looks so blurred. It looks so beautiful. It gives me like almost like an airbrush finish, and I'm absolutely obsessed with how my makeup looks when I wear this, and I didn't think I would be. Like I said, I do get oily by the end of the day when I wear this, but it is just one of the most blurring foundations I have ever come across, and I would absolutely repurchase another one if I ever ran out. So for me, this is a must-have in my collection. I would never declutter it. Just like I would never, ever declutter my Estee Lauder. Again, if you have really oily skin like myself, you guys know it is so hard to find a foundation that truly works. And this is just one of those beautiful foundations that works so beautifully at containing that oil, making it so long lasting. I don't wear this every single day because this shit's kind of, well, you know, it was expensive. Now it's like $30-something. It's a little bit more affordable. But at the end of the day, I rather use like my drugstore every day and go to work with that than wearing this one every single day because I would go through this like crazy. But again, it's just one of those most long lasting, it's just one of those most long lasting foundations that I have, and I truly do enjoy it. So I will always repurchase this. I will always keep this in my collection. I have since the beginning of my channel, and I'm going to keep this in my collection until I no longer like makeup, which I don't ever see happening, but this is truly beautiful. Another foundation that I would never get rid of in my collection is actually going to be the Merit. This is going to be the Tinted Mineral Sunscreen. Oh, guys, if you have not seen, I posted on my channel a while ago a 5-minute makeup, no makeup look, and this is what I used. This is a true gem for me. When on the days that I want to have a beautiful even complexion, but without going too crazy, without having to put on like, you know, a 20-minute makeup, without having to put on like so much makeup, I go in with this. I literally just put on a primer, then I put this on right here, and this helps to even out my complexion. It makes my skin tone look nice and even, with a little soft, subtle glow, a little bit of mascara and a gloss, and I am out the door. This is so beautiful, and surprisingly enough, this works so well with my really oily skin. Like, I don't really get super oily when wearing this, and you think that I would, but somehow my oil just kind of stays at bay when wearing this. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it works like that, but somehow it is magic in this bottle. I have been obsessed with this, and I will keep repurchasing this and keep this in my collection because it's truly just that beautiful. And then when it comes to anything else foundation-wise, honestly, I probably could let everything else go and just keep those ones. Now, when it comes to concealers, you guys know that concealers are my least favorite category along with the brows. So the only concealer that I truly would keep in my collection are 3 concealers. The first one's going to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This would be the Magic Touch Concealer. This is beautiful. This is so full coverage. It's so long lasting, and it just really helps to conceal my under eye, and sometimes it settles into fine lines, but honestly I could deal with that. But there's something about this, I love how full coverage it is, and I just love how magical it is. It literally covers up any blemish I might have. It just is very long lasting. It works with every single foundation I ever put it with, so I would absolutely be keeping this in my collection. I would not declutter it, just like I would never declutter the Hourglass one. I hate that I love this because this shit ain't cheap. Okay, this thing right here is like $27 for this little mini, but it's so beautiful. It's very hydrating. It's very blurring. It's beautiful on the under eye, and again, it's like one of those full coverage concealers. I really found myself truly enjoying it. And then the last one, it's not even over here. Hold on. Put this in my 30-day makeup testing drawer. Would be the Essence Silky Blur Concealer. Damn, this shit's magical. It's hydrating yet blurring, and it goes on very silky. It works with any single foundation I put on top of. It's a beautiful concealer, and I never ever thought in a million years I would ever say that about an Essence products, because I have like a love-hate relationship with the brand. But shit, this concealer is absolutely defined. I really do love that one, so I would always make sure that stays in my collection. I would never declutter it. Now we're gonna move on to setting powders. Now setting powders is my best friend since I have very oily skin. So there's only a few few setting powders that I would keep in my collection if I absolutely had to. The first one's going to be the Nikki Joy Cosmetics Velvet setting powder. This again is really good if you have really oily skin. This is a holy grail of mine for years and years and years. If you guys have been on my channel, you guys know that I've talked about this, I think for like the last 6 years. This is a true staple. This really helps to control the oil, makes my makeup last all day, and it gives a soft blurred effect. I really love the setting powder. I would never declutter it. Just like I would never declutter my one size. Again, this translucent setting powder is my oily skin dream. This does such a beautiful job at helping to set my makeup, make it last all day by helping to contain that oil. It just really goes on. It locks everything in. It just blurs my makeup, and it's so long lasting. This is a true staple in my collection. Another staple, which is the empty one right here that I have to get rid of, but I have a backup right here, is going to be the Kimchi Chic Puff Pass setting powder. If you have oily skin, this is going to be for you. This is extremely mattifying. So if you have dry skin, I don't think you're going to like this as much because this might really dry you out. But as someone with really oily skin, this is going to lock in that oil, make your makeup last for at least like 10 hours without being disturbed, without any oil coming through, and just really helps to hold that oil at bay. It's a true miracle in a container. And again, this is one of those powders I have talked about for years. These are my absolute 3 holy grails. If you guys have been on my channel for an extended period of time, you guys would know I have consistently talked about these 3 setting powders for a very long time. Now, another one that I really do honestly enjoy is going to be the Givenchy. This is going to be one of those setting powders that I love to have for like a blurring moment. If I really want to have a blurred complexion to help to minimize the appearance of my pores, this is going to be what I go for. Now, this is the old version. I never got the new version. So the new version, I would absolutely declutter because it has no talc in it. This is the old one, so I would never declutter this because this is exactly what I'm looking for when it comes to like a blurring setting powder. Same thing with the Huda Beauty. This again is absolutely beautiful for the days that I just want to, you know, have a nice blurred complexion. Knowing that this won't do shit about the oil. I will get oily while wearing this, but the fact that it makes my makeup look really smooth, really blurred, and very airbrushed makes me want to keep this in my collection because I use it on the days that I'm filming and I don't have to worry about me getting oily. I would definitely be going into this because it's really beautiful. The last one, for the drugstore alternative, we have my L'Oreal Infallible Blur Perfection Setting Powder. If you want a beautiful dupe to the Huda Beauty, look no further than this. This is a beautiful blurring setting powder. Do I get oily while wearing this? Yes, but still, it looks absolutely beautiful on the face. It really helps to blur my imperfections and my large pores while helping to somewhat contain the oil. I still get oily while wearing this, but not nearly as bad as I thought that I would. It's still a really beautiful setting powder, and I definitely recommend this. Now, when it comes to the under eye setting powder, y'all, there is something so magical about this Hard Candy Blur Unlock setting powder. I only use this for an under eye, and let me tell you, this soft pink, it's so microfined that it just literally goes on so blurring. It's so soft, it's so light, and just gives you the beautiful, soft, like brightened under eye look without settling into any fine lines. It helps to blur your under eye, and I've absolutely been obsessed with this one, just like I am obsessed with my L'Oreal Infallible right here. This is going to be the Pink Blur Perfection Setting Powder. Both these are truly incredible for the under eye. I only use them for the under eye because they are going to be a pink powder, but my God, do they really help to blur my like fine lines and crow's feet and just really help to set the under eye. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, when it comes to finishing powders, I will never, ever in a million years declutter my Givenchy. You guys know how much I love this one right here. I'm just going to set you guys down. Don't mind me. You guys know how much I love this setting powder, this finishing powder. I mean, like, come on, I hit pan. How often do you guys see me hit pan on a product? It's so rare. It's so rare, but this is magic. Truly magic. This helps to blur all of my imperfections. This helps to blur my pores. This helps to kind of lock my whole makeup base in and really help to just make my makeup look nice and smooth while making it last a bit longer. I do get a tiny bit oily while wearing this, but honestly, it's so light, it's so subtle. I love the way this looks. My makeup just always looks so blur and just like it's like a beautiful finishing touch. This is like magic. I freaking love this. I will absolutely never declutter this, and like clearly I haven't. I still keep using it. Just like I'll never ever get rid of the Nikki Joy Cosmetics finishing powder. Look at that right there. This is another one that's great if you have really oily skin. This helps to lock in that makeup and helps to really control the oil by the end of the day. I truly am obsessed with this and I cannot get enough of it. I mean, to the point that, look, I have like barely anything left and I won't part from it because I need to use every last ounce because it truly is that good. So for me, these are all the setting powders that I would never, ever declutter. Alrighty, now let's go down to the bronzers, highlight, and blushes. So we're gonna start off with the blush section right here. I have quite a bit in here, but we're gonna see like what I would never declutter with. So up first, the first thing that I would never declutter is gonna be this Tower 28 blush right here. This is in the shade called Malibu Cooler. This is by far my absolute favorite powder blush. This is a beautiful soft baby pink. There's something about it that is just so magical. I love wearing this. It's one of the most prettiest blushes I think I own, and I truly am obsessed, like to the point that I don't know if you guys can see, there's like a little indent right there. I'm about to hit like pan. I'm about to hit pan for how much I absolutely love and use this almost every single day, especially when I'm going to work. There's something about it, it's just so magical. And I think it's like what I also love about it, it's pretty affordable. I think it's like $20. This is so beautiful. I would never, ever declutter it. Another blush that I would never declutter from my collection, honestly, would probably be the ABH one right here. This is going to be the Magic Touch Trio Cream Blush. This just goes on so effortless. It blends like a dream, and you can build it up if you want to, or you can have it very soft and subtle, and it just is so beautiful, and it pairs so nicely with that Malibu Cooler from Tower 28 that I would never declutter this ever. Another blush that I would never declutter, honestly, is probably going to be my Pac d'Artat ones right here. I absolutely love my Pac d'Artat blushes with such a passion. I love the fact that you have a cream and a powder in here. These duos are just so beautiful, so beautiful. I love how long lasting they are. I love that you can absolutely build them up if you wish to, and they blend so effortlessly together. I love these blushes. I have for years. My favorite was always the Pac d'Artat She's Passionate, but they did discontinue the monochromatic blushes for some reason, so I only have one left, and it's over there. I've hit pan on that one, but I will always cherish it because it's such a beautiful like peachy corally blush moment, and I love the way that looks. But that's why I also love these ones, because they're kind of very similar to that. So for me, I would never declutter these ones right here. Next, I would never declutter my Dior one right here. This is a $40 freaking blush, and I know that they just repackaged it, but I'm still holding on to this little one right here. Like, this is so pretty. I could still make this work even though it's like almost like dried out. I still use it. I still love it, and it's $40. But for me, I love this so much. I would end up never decluttering from my collection because I still use it all the time. Another blush I would never get rid of is probably going to be my House Labs right here. I love this cream blush stick. This is such a beautiful blush stick. It just goes on so effortlessly. I tap it on with a brush, and the way it just like blends and just smooth, the way it just blends on the skin, it just melts right in. It is so pretty. I love this glassy hibiscus shade right here. I will probably never declutter this one from my collection unless I absolutely have to, and even if I do, I'd probably just get a new one, just because I love how it gives me like a soft, subtle glow, but then I can be able to tone it down with a powder. It's just so beautiful. Absolutely would never declutter that one either. And then the last one that I probably would never declutter from my collection is probably going to be the Color Spell from the Color Cosmetics. This would be the Halo blush right here. This is very similar to the Classy Hibiscus one that I just showed you guys, but it's gonna be a drugstore version. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. It goes on a little dewy, but again, you can kind of tone it down if you want to with like a sponge, but it's so pretty. It's so long lasting, and it blends with any sort of like powder I put on top of it. It's such a beautiful blush that I just don't find myself wanting to ever declutter from my collection. So I think out of all the blushes, these are the ones I probably would never get rid of, and the rest I probably would part from in due time. I probably would never honestly get rid of these, but like those ones, if I had to choose, would probably be the ones I'd never declutter. Now, when it comes to highlight, the highlight that I would probably never declutter, well, first one's going to be the Dior Backstage Face Glow palette right here. I have the OG one again. I absolutely love this highlighter palette so damn much. It is just so beautiful. Absolutely so beautiful. I love that I can use different shades, but I always take the first 3 shades and I mix them together, and to me it just gives it a beautiful soft shine without being too over the top, but just enough to give me a glow. But it also at the same time, I can just use either the white shade, the gold shade, or the pink shade, and I can just get such a great use out of this. I have used this for years. I've never decluttered it, nor am I going to, because I love it so much. Another one that I would never declutter is going to be my L'Oreal Infallible blush right here, highlighter right here. You guys know that I have talked about this one for years, to the point that again I've hit pan on this. This is such a beautiful drugstore highlighter. This gives such a like a beaming highlight to the cheek, but it still looks kind of like, I don't know, like a lit from within. It's so beautiful. It's so long lasting, and probably one of the best, besides ColourPop, one of the best highlighters from the drugstore. I absolutely love the high shine, the high pigment, and this just works with every single foundation I put it on top of, and I just love how long lasting this one is. So for me, I will never declutter this from my collection. The one that I would never declutter from my collection is going to be the Iconic London. This is going to be the my Iconic London. This would be the Lit and Luminous highlighter right here. Now, they no longer make this for some reason, but I have talked to you guys about this particular highlight for years. For years and years and years, I have talked about this highlighter, and I just cannot see myself ever parting from it. I think it's so beautiful. It's so long lasting. It gives you that lit from within glow. This is perfect for like an everyday highlight, especially when going to work. I truly am obsessed with this one. So for me, I'll never declutter from it. I'll never declutter it. Another highlight that I'll probably never declutter is going to be the Givenchy one right here. This one's going to be my pink one. There's something about a pink blush, a pink highlighter that I just have truly been obsessed with. Again, this one gives you like a lit from within glow. It's very subtle. It's not over the top, but this is one of those highlighters that you just like are glowing. Like you just have a soft glow, and I love the way they just melts into the powder. I love the way it just melts into the skin. It is so beautiful, so effortlessly with all my pink blushes. I love how this looks. I look so radiant, and I don't know, it's a really beautiful highlight. I can never see myself parting from it. Another highlight that I'll probably never declutter is gonna be my ABH Amarizi highlight. This is my first like big highlight purchase that I ever made for myself. And this highlight still works so beautifully. I mean, it gives you just a beautiful like champagne glow to the skin. And it definitely has a little pop, like a little bit of like extra shine, but it just looks so beautiful and just also looks so natural and so radiant. And it's just been a staple for so many different people in their collection for a reason. It truly is so iconic. I'll never declutter this. Another highlight that I would probably never declutter is going to be another highlight that I would never declutter is going to be my ColourPop Flexterian Super Shock highlighter. This is my holy grail for ColourPop. I absolutely have bought this shade so many different times whenever I run out. I freaking love the glow this gives. Like this gives you like you are like beaming from the heavens with this on your face. It's just one of those beautiful like high shine drugstore highlighters I would never declutter from. Just like I'll probably never declutter the cookie highlighter from Benefit. I mean, Benefit's not really my favorite brand in the world, but they definitely know what they're doing when it comes to this cookie highlight. This is absolutely beautiful. This reminds me of the ColourPop Super Shock highlighter in the shade Flexterian, but like in a powder form. The Super Shock one is definitely more of like a balm kind of. I mean, granted, it's not like a necessarily balm, but it's like not really a powder either. This is a powder version of that. And again, it's so beautiful, so high shine. I would just never part from this ever. And the last highlighter that I would probably never part from is gonna be the Dior Luminous Luminizer. This is really beautiful, really beautiful. As like for someone that did not expect much from this when I first watched it, because like the highlight, the swatch was very like, oh god, this is gonna suck. This is stunning. This just goes on so beautiful. It gives you just a soft radiant glow without being too over the top, but still just enough that you could build it up if you want to have a really high shine. But if you want to be soft and subtle and just have like a lit from within look, this is going to be it for you right here. It is absolutely stunning, and I'm never going to part from this one. Now, when it comes to bronzers, there's two categories. I have my powder and I have my cream. So the cream highlighter that the cream bronzer that I'll never part one. First one's going to be from the LYS. Absolutely love how this just melts onto the skin. It is so beautiful. It is so blendable, and it works with every single foundation I've ever put it on. This still blends and melts into the skin like a dream, with giving you beautiful, beautiful bronzy glow. I love how this looks. Absolutely love how this looks. It's so easy to work with, and the way that it melts, I cannot get over the way that it just melts onto the complexion and just blends seamlessly. Such a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. I will never declutter this. Another cream bronzer that I'll probably never declutter is going to be the Too Faced one right here. Again, this is so beautiful. This is one of those bronzers that again just like melts right into the face and just gives you a really sculpted look. Like this is beautiful. It blends and it works with every single foundation I've ever put it on. I love the little like Tootsie Roll scent, and I just love how effortless this is. Like you can definitely have this one be a little bit more toned down, and you can definitely sculpt more with this one versus the LYS. But there's something about this that's still so magical, and the way that, like I said, it just melts into the skin. Truly am obsessed. I would never declutter this. I would also probably never declutter my Morphe one right here. Morphe just knows how to do it when it comes to their bronzers. Like I really do love the Sundrop right here, but this is a liquid. This is going to be a stick, and this again just melts so seamlessly into the skin. I apply it with a brush, and it just blends like a dream. It almost gives you like an airbrush finish. There's something about this that I truly am obsessed with, and I have used it so much since getting it, and I will never part from this. I just love how I just love how easy this is to work with, and it's just a beautiful cream stick brown bronzer. I'll never part from that. Now moving on to like the powders and more creams. When it comes to powdered bronzers, I will never, ever, ever part from my Sephora bronzer right here. You guys know that I'm on my second one. Because I hit pan last year and I have been obsessed with this ever since. This is a beautiful dupe to like the Marc Jacobs Mega Bronzer. First off, it's like $16. It smells incredible, but the way that just blends onto the face, like this works with any sort of cream bronzer or like stick bronzer I'm wearing underneath. This works so beautiful with it. Even if I'm wearing a shitty ass foundation, yet somehow this still blends out and it just looks really beautiful, like a soft bronze complexion. And I just love how effortless this is. It's almost like an airbrush finish. I truly do enjoy this. I will never declutter this from my collection. Just like I will never declutter my Dior Jumbo Bronzer right here. I hate how much I love this because this shit's like 60 freaking dollars. I need to stop having some bougie ass taste. But look at that. I hit freaking pan, y'all. I hit pan. And as somebody who has like quite a few bronzers, that's very difficult to do, but it speaks volumes on how much I love this damn bronzer. It just blends like a dream. It gives me a bronzy glow. Well, not necessarily glow, but it just gives me like a bronze complexion to my face. But it just, the way that I look like I'm airbrushed with this, the way that it just literally blends so seamlessly that you can't tell that I'm wearing, like, you can't tell that I'm layering my products, the way that it just blends into the skin. Like, it is so effortless, and I truly cannot get enough of this. Cannot get enough of this. I will never declutter it. Just like I'll never declutter, even though this shit is old, like there's no tomorrow, my Marc Jacobs Mega Bronzer. Now, this is the second one that I've gone through. Because I did empty out my other one. Like, there was nothing left in my original one. So I got one more at TJ Maxx, and I don't care if this shit's expired. This is so good. One, it smells incredible, but my God, is this one of the most blurring bronzers out there. This just blurs. It's so blurring. It's so effortless. It's so airbrushed. And gosh, does it work with anything? It is one of the most prettiest bronzers I've ever worked with. And I just truly hate that they got rid of it. And I would never, ever, ever declutter it. Now, when it comes to like a cream bronzer right here, probably the cream bronzer I would probably never part from is probably going to be the Milani and the Catrice. These two are absolutely incredible for like a cream bronzer from the drugstore. I absolutely love how they just melt into the skin. They blend so effortlessly and they just look absolutely beautiful. And I just love the bronzy glow that these give me. So I would never ever declutter these ones either. Alrighty, look, that door's empty now. Moving on to my brows and eyeliners and single shadows. So the brow product that I would probably never declutter from, honestly, now is going to be the Morphe like Nano brow pencil. This is probably one of the easiest brow pencils I have ever worked with. I love how microfine the tip is, but it's so easy to blend. It's so easy to fill in your brows and to create, you know, fake hairs. I absolutely love how long lasting this is. I'll probably never declutter this. Just like I'll never declutter my Benefit 24-hour brow setter. This is incredible. These two are incredible. This has been my go-to. This has been my go-to combo. I have absolutely loved this, you know, brow setter for years. So those are probably the brow products I would never get rid of. When it comes to, you know, mascaras, the mascaras that I'll never get rid of is going to be the L'Oreal Extensionist Mascara. This is one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. This just does a beautiful job at lifting and separating the lashes. Truly, truly, truly incredible, very long lasting, and just gives each lash its own moment, and it gives it such attention. I just love how beautiful this looks on the lashes. I also am obsessed with the Tower 28 one as well. This is truly incredible, very, very long lasting. Again, it lifts and separates each and every single lash, so it gives me such volume and length at the same time. I absolutely love this one. I would never declutter it. I really had this on my desk because the last one's going to be the Benefit Roller Lash. This is incredible. I would probably never declutter this lash right here because, again, it just lifts and separates each and every single lash. It's in each and every single lash. It is so beautiful. It's so long lasting. I use it until it's dry before I have to go get another one because it truly is that good. Now, when it comes to eyeliners, I would honestly never declutter my ColourPop ones. My ColourPop ones are some of the longest eyeliners. My ColourPop ones are some of the longest lasting eyeliners that I have. They're so beautiful. They come in so many different shades. I would never declutter them personally. Just would never would declutter them. And then we have the single shadows. I think for single shadows, if I had to keep any, keep my like Dose of Color one right here. Just because these are really easy just to apply on the lid. They're very long lasting, they're sparkly, and they last all day. I would definitely keep these Just like I would probably just keep my Patrick Ta ones right here, never declutter, because again, it takes 2 seconds just to take this shade, apply it directly on the lid on top of like a matte shadow, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So for me, I would never declutter that one. And I probably would never declutter my Super Shock shadow from ColourPop. Again, you just put this right on top of like a matte shadow, and it could just take on like whatever shade is underneath. It's absolutely beautiful, and I would never declutter it, but the rest I could definitely get rid of. Now, when it comes to my palettes, honestly, I really have to go through each and every single one, but there's quite a few palettes in here that I probably would never declutter, and I'll probably do that. Oh, this is my 30-day trying new makeup drawer, by the way. I probably would do this portion of the video when I do my palette, you know, collection and declutter video, because as of right now, I have no intentions of getting rid of any palettes. I love each and every single one. Each and every single one tells a story, tells a memory, tells an experience, and I love my eyeshadows so much. I just can't foresee myself getting rid of them, at least anytime soon. So for me, I'm not going to bother showing that today because it would just, there's probably like 500 palettes there, and I'm just not going to go with each and every single one, but just know that I honestly can't foresee myself getting rid of any of them anytime soon, just because I love them so much. But lastly, we're gonna move on to this right here. So we're ignoring this because I just got done filming. But when it comes to like lip products, I would probably never declutter my Jaclyn Cosmetics Bourbon Lip Liner. I have one more. This is the tiniest one that I have. This has been my absolute favorite lip liner in the entire world. This is one of the most long-lasting this is one of the most long-lasting lip products I have ever used, and I just hate the fact they discontinued it. So for me, I would never declutter this. I would also never declutter my NYX Cosmetics like Duck Plum Lip Liner. This is truly incredible. Again, it's very long-lasting. It definitely does sting the lips, but my gosh, is it absolutely beautiful. And again, it's very long-lasting, so I would probably never declutter this. Just like I would probably never declutter like my Morphe lip liner right here. This is probably the closest I've come to when it comes to like the Jaclyn Cosmetics Bourbon Lip Liner. This is probably the closest that I've come to it formula-wise and like how long-lasting it is. So for me, I probably would never declutter those 2 right here. And the rest, I mean, it would be very hard for me, but I probably could do it. But those 3, I'll always keep in stock. Well, as best as I can for the Jaclyn. When it comes to lips, there's very few lip products that I would definitely still hold on to. If I had to, you know, just get rid of everything but keep a few, I will absolutely keep my Fenty Beauty Tulip Kiss Lip Balm. This one's empty. I do have backups because how much I absolutely love these. This is my favorite lip balm in the entire world. This is so long lasting. It's so beautiful. It works with so many different lip liners and lipsticks I have underneath it, and this is what I wear to work every single day. I would never get rid of this. It's so pretty, it's so effortless, and it just has a very long-lasting formula for me. I would absolutely keep that. I would also keep my Laneige Glaze Craze lip products right here. Again, these are very beautiful. They have a high pigmentation to them. They're non-sticky, they're high shine, and they have a very long-lasting formula for it being like a lip balm, sort of like a peptide lip treatment. This is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I would never depart from that. And then over here, probably one of the last two, and over here, I would probably never depart from my CoverGirl Clean Yummy Glosses because these are just so beautiful. They're so long lasting. These are great to wear on the days that I don't have anything on my lips and I just want to have a little pigment little pigment on my lips. I would definitely go for this. I love these so much. I bought almost every single shade, and when I do run out, I actually go buy more of them because they're beautiful. They're so long lasting. I love how my lips look whenever I'm wearing them. But the last one I would never get rid of, honestly, is going to be my Maybelline Lifter Glosses. These are incredible. These are so long lasting. They smell incredible. They're high shine. They're non-sticky, and they feel amazing and very hydrating the lips. I would never part from this. I would never declutter it. I would keep this forever. I will keep buying them because they truly are just that beautiful. And then the last one that I would have would be like my Glam Light lip kits, but I did already pack those away, so unfortunately I can't show that today. But I would never declutter my Glam Light lip kits because, again, they are just one of the most beautiful lip kits out there with the lip liner, lip gloss, and lipstick. They're so long lasting. Now, when it comes to like my setting sprays, the setting sprays that I will never get rid of should be, no shock, the One Size On Till Dawn. This is me, the matte setting spray. This is going to be my oily skin best friend. This is my best friend for oily skin. I would never in a million years part from this. I have bought this so many different times. It's not even funny how many times I rebought this because it truly is just that incredible. And then the last one that I would never depart from either is going to be the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte finishing powder because again, Pro Matte setting powder because again, this is like hairspray in a bottle. These two are my oily skin best friend. Truly my oily skin best friend. I would never ever declutter these, nor would I ever part from them. I think that is everything in my makeup collection of what I would just never declutter. There, as you guys can tell, I do have a lot of makeup, but if I had to only keep a few products, those are what I would keep. I would get rid of everything else if I had to and only keep those because I absolutely love makeup and those products because I absolutely love those products so much. They work the best for my skin type, my skin concerns, my preferences. Those are my absolute, like, I would never ever get rid of. So I challenge you guys, go through your collection and see what makeup products you would absolutely never ever ever declutter. Like if you had to get rid of everything and you could save 10 products, what 10 products would those be? What would you repurchase? I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. If you guys like this style video, please let me know in the comments below. I'm trying to just, switch things up, keep things spicy, not always have just reviews every single time. I like to kind of do things that also do with makeup, but like always just not sitting here going, buy this new product or try this new product. I like to just also show you that you can use what you have. And I don't know if you guys like this style video, please let me know in the comments below. But with that said, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 or 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, Art for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful paid members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribe, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, besties, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.